more vaccinators, more places for people to get vaccinated. And we needed a whole of government approach. So I directed Jeff Zients, the coordinator of our COVID-19 response, to put us on a war footing, and I meant that in a literal sense, to get us on track to truly beat this virus. And I'm proud to announce that tomorrow, 58 days into our administration, we will have met my goal of administering 100 million shots to our fellow Americans. That's weeks ahead of schedule, and even with the setbacks we faced during the winter storms. And there's another big step on the path to putting checks in pockets.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now this is your third stimulus check update, third stimulus package update, and news report. So the IRS has just sent out 90 million stimulus payments. And yesterday was the official payment date for the first wave of third round stimulus check payments. Millions of Americans around the country, including yourself, will be getting a stimulus payment deposited into their bank account today and later on this week. Plus, people who received a pending or provisional payment over the past few days should also have access to their funds today. But if any of you guys are not sure whether you're getting a stimulus payment today, you can find out by using the IRS's Get My Payment tool. Now, this online tool lets you check the status of your stimulus payments. It confirms your payment type, whether it be paper check or direct deposit, and it gets a projected direct deposit or paper check delivery date. You can even find out if a payment has not been scheduled. In addition, everybody, it just took the IRS 2 days to start processing $1,400 stimulus checks after Joe Biden signed his $1.9 trillion relief package into law. And like I said, yesterday was the first official date that the IRS began sending out those stimulus checks. So if you did receive a stimulus check yesterday, leave a comment down below. And if you have yet to receive a third stimulus payment, do not worry because the IRS is still working on sending out the stimulus checks,
outpacing the rest of the world significantly. And here's how we accomplished this. Using the power given to a president under the Defense Production Act, we expedited critical materials in vaccine production, such as equipment, machinery, and supplies. We work with vaccine manufacturers to speed up the delivery of millions more doses and brokered a historic manufacturing partnership between competing companies who put patriotism and public health first. These steps put us on track to have enough vaccine supply for every adult American by the end of May, months earlier than anyone expected. And we stood up or supplied more than 600 community vaccination sites.
But still, here are 7 potential reasons you have not gotten your stimulus money. Number 1, the IRS is sending out the stimulus checks in batches. The IRS must distribute these stimulus checks at the height of tax season. IRS Commissioner Chuck Reddick promises in news release that the multitasking wouldn't slow down the delivery of a relief payment. He said they were needed by millions of Americans to cope with this historic pandemic. The IRS is splitting the aid payments into batches. The first batch of direct deposits started arriving last weekend and included 90 million payments worth more than $242 billion. That's according to what the IRS said in a news release. Another batch was to go out this week, with more to follow in the coming weeks. Number 2, your bank may be holding up your money. Now guys, in some cases the IRS is apparently future dating the payments, similar to the way you might write a later date on a check if you do not have funds in your account just yet. And this was the case for JP Morgan, Chase, and Wells Fargo. The customers didn't receive the cash in their accounts until Wednesday. The bank said they were observing the IRS's effective date for the payments. If you recently switched bank accounts, the IRS probably does not have your new account information on file, meaning it's not able to send you a direct deposit. You will have to wait for the tax agency to mail you a paper check or debit card, and that will take a couple of weeks. So folks, just be sure to have your direct deposit information on file with the IRS. And you may also not see your stimulus check yet because the money has been intercepted because the bill is fast-tracked through Congress. The cash can be seized to pay many types of debt, though not tax debt or back child support. The IRS is also prioritizing a direct deposit payment, meaning if you have direct deposit information on file with the IRS, you should expect to receive your stimulus check in the coming days. So if you'll be receiving a paper stimulus check or debit card, you may be waiting a while for your $1,400. It can actually take up to a few weeks for the paper check and the debit card to reach their intended recipients. Now for those of you on SSI and SSDI, if your information is already on file with the IRS and if you file your taxes, you will naturally receive the third stimulus check earlier. The American Rescue Plan has been approved and you have automatically qualified for the $1,400 stimulus check if you are under either the SSI or the SSDI payments. This was also true for the first 2 rounds of payments. The IRS has disclosed that it is in the process of adjusting the rules on how to pay those who accept certain federal benefits. Recipients under the SSDI and SSI did not receive their payment through their Direct Express card in the first round. Though this happens to be the usual government process for sending federal benefits, it was instead distributed to paper checks or non-Direct Express credit cards, or non-Direct Express accounts, if your details were not available with the tax authorities. The IRS disclosed that the process was repeated in the second round of stimulus payments. They added that for federal beneficiaries, like those under the Social Security scheme, the third stimulus checks will be sent in the same process by which they receive their regular benefits, and the dates will be known very soon. And Social Security beneficiaries living outside the country will receive the third stimulus check as a paper check, even though they receive other benefits in a foreign bank. The process for claiming previous stimulus payments is the same, by claiming it through a tax return for 2020. And remember guys, the SSI program is designed to help aged, blind, and disabled people who have little to no income, and it provides cash to meet basic needs for food, clothing, and shelter. Now you can find out if you might be eligible for Social Security or SSI by using the Benefit Entitlement Screening Tool on the Social Security Administration's website. You can apply for Social Security retirement, spousal disability, or Medicare benefits using the application online. You can now file for SSI online if you're also applying for Social Security disability benefits online. And if you are between the ages of 18 and 65, have never been married, are not blind, and a US citizen. So that is all the news in today's video, everybody. Hopefully you guys found this video useful and helpful. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn on post notifications, and give this video a like.
Months earlier than anyone expected. And we stood up or supplied more than 600 community vaccination sites that are administering hundreds of thousands of shots per day. We launched the federal pharmacy program, which has allowed millions of Americans to get a shot at one of 14,000 local pharmacies in this country, the same way they get their flu shot. And for folks who aren't near a pharmacy or mass vaccination center, we've supplied more than 500 mobile clinics, like pop-up sites or vans, meeting people where they are. We deployed nearly 6,000 federal personnel, including FEMA, active duty military,